It's a new weirdo every week. Get the work, put it up for my seeds. No cure for the IG disease. Don't cure anything. Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. Go ahead, hit the like, hit the share. This video, I usually try not to do videos like this, few and far in between, because I know people don't be trying to hear all that drama. But people just coming for me today. I just can't get jiggy with that. I just sit over here and mind my business, but the hate is motherfucking real out here. The hate is real. Bitches depressed. They know how I'm coming with bitch in the flesh. Who the fuck she gon' check? She be talking that shit talking out of her neck. But blood on her dress. Bitches be mad when they see Cardi step in the spot. Said that you bought it, we know that you not. I'll pull up on bitches as soon as I drop. Bought a new foreign, I'm like a big guy. Big bitches in my business, they tryna plot. Hoes poppin' shit like they hot, but they not. Just run at the wrist, the paddock, the watch. Niggas be flexing, we know what you got. Cardi the hack if they came in the knot. Fuckin' your nigga, I got him on light, just go bang, bang like I'm. You know, it'd be funny to me how people be all riding your coat well. They cool. They cool. Everything you say. And to the minute they come on your shit, try to tell you what you should say, and then won't get mad when you don't feed into their narrative. So let's get this shit popping. Now, for the past few months, people been trying to get me to voice out my opinion on Dana J. But what these dum-dums fail to realize, what I've been trying to let them know is when they continue to ask these questions that don't have nothing to do with supporting R. Kelly, that are just planting seeds to throw suspicion and are really hurting R. Kelly. When I tell these dum-dums this very simple thing, they don't want to accept that. So instead of accepting what I say, they want to find reasons to have fault with what I'm telling them. And at the end of the day, I've said it from the beginning. If you feel like Dana J has lied to you, why would you continue to fucking follow him and feed into the things that he say? It don't make no sense to me. And then the minute he say something that you don't like, then you want to so-called blast him. But you had absolutely nothing forcing you to make you want to follow this person. Yet you did. And all y'all do when y'all keep pushing these narratives and shit is feed the people with bigger blogs that taint the public's opinion. When you get on social media, just take a look at the articles that are being shared, and you will notice 9 times out of 10 is fake news being shared. And nobody wants to sit here and recognize that some of these so-called fans are more of a problem than they are of help. Because instead of being helpful, they are more interested in trying to get credit for being a motherfucking investigator. I don't know what the fuck for, but let me just show you what I'm talking about. So if y'all go back a few videos ago when I was doing my little spitting fire rant, I was complaining about the fact that, you know, some of these fans are taking a little bit too personal when they see images that they may have shared in private groups included in my videos. And they too dumb and stuck on stupid to realize that if they post something that triggers me to go and research the facts and build to it, not just post a random fucking picture and just hope people understand what's going on, but when I take the picture and then add my facts to it and put my logo on it, that's me letting you know it comes from me. That's not me trying to shit on you. But at the end of the day, what I feel like some of these stupid people need to do is, if it's such a problem for you to share your public information with people and you get so offended when people share it, maybe you should stop fucking sharing it, because it makes no goddamn logic to me why y'all want to keep up this drama about stupid petty ass shit, and then you want to feed the narrative that Dana J is the problem. No, some of his fans, some of these fanatics are the motherfucking problem. All they do is stir up trouble, go from blog to blog, because they want certain things to be discussed, but at the end of the day, they have every opportunity to build their own platform and do what they do. Instead, they just want to cause division. And y'all want to keep saying it's the bloggers causing division, it's Dana J causing division. No, it's the people that are stealing from R. Kelly, that want him still to be locked up in jail, that are using simple-minded people to steal their money and then point the blame at other people to discredit them in an effort to keep the man locked up. But some of these fools are too stupid to realize that, talking about, oh, the law ain't for us. Oh, R. Kelly's lawyers ain't for him. Bitch, you fucking think? We've been saying this from jump. The whole fucking case is fucking corrupt. But that's what happens when some of these stupid ass people get their little YouTube channel and forget they ain't no different than the average person, just like me. So when people come and attack me, you know what you can do for me? Go jump in a motherfucking ditch, because you got the same ability to make videos and do the same thing I do, instead of getting on the motherfucking Twitter and Facebook and doing counterproductive bullshit. Bullshit. This hoe say that moment you wake up to a YouTuber using information you put out, but cut, crop, paste, and logo and post it like they did the research. So if you see a picture that you shared and I put some facts behind it, now I'm copy and posting it like I did the research. But if you go and look at the video this fool post, I want you to find me some information other than the picture she mad about, in which she has provided. I'll wait. And it's funny, I believe this cherished Noel person is connected to Don Russell, but I'll keep those thoughts to myself, because as I told y'all months ago, this is one of the people that blocked me because they feel like I'm stealing their work, which I don't give a fuck. If you post some shit about R. Kelly and I do some Google searches, some Yahoo searches, some Bing searches, and I come across it, bitch, I'm using that shit. Cause guess what? I'm on a motherfucking mission. And if that offends you, I don't give a fuck. And for the people sitting here like, oh, I'm tuning away from the drama and whatnot, I respect that. I feel that. But what y'all got to realize is some of these people are being used to keep up the commotion and the division going on. They want to keep targeting those that are pushing powerful messages behind R. Kelly. And instead of adding to those informational videos that are put out, they want to sit here and debunk it and make it discredited. Why? Because it seemed like to me they have a different agenda. And I'm going to just pause right there and let another example tell you a little something, something. Because it's funny that we see the power of social media, but we keep playing with it. I'm telling you, we playing with it. When Surviving R. Kelly come out, a certain blogger made the hashtag Surviving Cardi B, because she brought up this old footage about Cardi B, and I'm going to let her tell you her reaction to that, for the simple fact she's all teary-eyed about getting thrown under the bus because of her past lifestyle. But what she failed to realize is she was marketed to come in and continue to corrupt the women's mind, and thinking it's okay to keep sleeping with these men, getting what you want, and everything is going to be okay. The problem is now they want to start with this fake sexual assault bullshit. So she was the one who ushered in this loose mentality, along with a whole lot of other celebrities. But guess what? A lot of people let all that shit go and let it go unchecked. And when is anybody going to start talking about accountability? At one point in time, some of these videos you couldn't see until late at night. But it's funny, they just are glorifying being a thought nowadays. But let me just pause right there and let me tell you where I'm going. Because again, some of you don't realize the power you have in your hand. We have the power to change the narrative about R. Kelly, instead of letting stupid people keep coming in and disrupting what we are doing, just being counterproductive in general. But check this out, and I'll be back. Some of y'all are not recognizing that R. Kelly is worth a lot of money. And preferably, he's worth a lot more either in jail or in a casket. And that's how they're looking at him right now. And the people that have been robbing him blind since the 90s and setting all these girls into motion with these bogus allegations have been setting him up from the beginning. Why? Because they want what he has earned without doing any of the work. Period. And they're using stupid bloggers to confuse what's going on. So I woke up this morning to this message, and I stopped watching this person a long time ago when I realized that even when I try to let this person nicely know that they're being counterproductive, and that's why a lot of people not fooling with her, she continues to show her fucking ass and show you her true character. She posts on her shit, if you follow Prima Donna and you listen to her, please don't report to me. I don't care what she does. If she wants to mislead the people, go back and get misled. I'm not working with nobody but myself and God. Everybody else is either getting paid to discredit the truth. But what the fuck is she doing? What is she doing, y'all? What is she doing? Now, if y'all not paying attention, R. Kelly, again, is worth a lot of freaking money. A lot of freaking money. And if you ain't paying attention, his net worth has jumped back from $1 million to $150 million in a year. So if y'all don't think that shit is being strategized, y'all fucking crazy. Crazy. It's funny, I didn't have no problems with nobody until these suck-ass people come on my channel trying to promote this bullshit, which is fraud. They over here trying to scam some more money, talking about some motherfucking marketing classes or whatever bullshit they trying to sell on this motherfucking channel. A website, I'm sorry. But either way it go, I asked who's the owner of this site. Because at first I shared it and then I went and looked at the shit and realized, oh, hell no. This is some motherfucking bullshit. I'm not supporting this motherfucking shit. This some op shit. This is some Don Russell type shit if you ask me. The fuck? I ain't stupid. If you go on the site at first, if you first glance at it, you would think that, hell, it's a positive site. But the more you look at it, you see they uploading shit that's going to tarnish R. Kelly's name, that's going to make R. Kelly look like the bad guy. But guess what? Somebody's got some current charges about to be filed, if not already. So maybe if y'all open your eyes and pay attention, they are intentionally putting this shit out to throw R. Kelly under the bus. R. Kelly in our eyes, my motherfucking lie. Maybe in your eyes is not a positive reflection. How quickly y'all forgot how Asante McGee already pointed you in the direction of Don Russell, but yet I'm listening to all these so-called fans keep running talking about what Don Russell said. Man, y'all ain't talking about shit. Not a motherfucking thing. And then, as you can see, Bubba, Ruby Crystal, and I'm going to have a video coming for him since I see him on social media posting now. Mighty funny he wants to post now. But anyways, as you can see, they put out a whole list of so-called enablers. Then they start planting stories saying they're going to bring out charges against all the enablers. Then all of a sudden you start seeing all this controversy going around. It's to keep up the confusion. Pay attention. Just a lot of people out here scamming coming from some of these so-called supporters that y'all rock with. Somebody hit me up talking about a Western Union, talking about send me some money to flip. Bitch, what the fuck I look like sending you my money? That's what I'm saying. People over here kept coming to me with that Dana J bullshit, and I'm looking at them like, well, if he did do it, y'all the motherfucking fools. I ain't sending nobody no motherfucking, man, you fucking crazy. Hell no. But guess what? Ain't nobody worried about trying to expose none of the real scammers out here. Nope. So when I sent out the message on my page that I peeped the game of what's going on with this damn site, all of a sudden I'm the motherfucking target. But guess what? I see shit. I see shit. I don't say shit. So don't fucking come for me unless I send for you. Okay?
Dug up this lie from me. This lie from me that I did 4 years ago, that I went extremely viral. People want to say that I didn't. I don't understand what people wanted, what people was expecting, but people kept saying like, oh, she didn't got dragged enough, or if Cardi was this type of person, they would have did this, they would have did that. And it's just like, first of all, I got dragged for 3 days. People kept saying like, oh, it didn't went viral. Lies. That was trending on Twitter. They was even in the news. I couldn't even believe it, because when this scandal was happening, I just finished doing my breast and lipo. I only had like 3 days, and I was like, literally, I'm like, what the is going on? But somebody that don't like me bring up this live and try to twist my words around. This shit really bothered me. Like, twist my word around, and then people was calling me and comparing me to R. Kelly, which I find it crazy, because it's just like, you are trying to compare women that are going through, well, allegedly are going through, that are really getting by somebody without their consent, that they really don't want to get, they really don't want to get touched, but you're trying to compare situations that's really going on with women and try to compare my situation with them because you don't like me. You're trying to do something maliciously. And I don't like that people, ever since they dug up that lie, they made up their own, I don't know how people twisted their own, but ever since then, like, people been trying to call me, well, she or this, and it's like, first of all, let me tell you something. Look at the definition of is when you take forcefully, when you push yourself on somebody without their consent, when you when you touch somebody without their consent. I never nobody. Let me tell you something. I never ever wanted none of these. When I used to be in the club, I never wanted nobody touching me. I'm not the type of bitch that meet a stranger and I'm gonna them. I don't go how much money you got. I don't like that. I always had a nice mouthpiece. Like, my mouthpiece work. And when I'm talking about mouthpiece, I'm not talking about, I just know how to hustle. Even to this day, I go to meetings and I know how to hustle. Because I'm just a street, like, and I'm not even a street, it's not even about being a street. It's just like, sometimes you just have parents that is like, they know how to negotiate, they know how to talk, so you just grow up with that hustle. I'm not even gonna, I'm a man coming. No, I'm just making a lie. People calling me something that is just like, I don't like when people be trying to call me like or I don't like that because people try to dig up something and make it something like that I didn't do.
Because you're doing that, or they doing it by choice. It's not like somebody's putting a
like, cause I'm like, and that's my thing. Like, cause I never put drinks, be smoking, drinking liquor, popping. And then they go to you. Then they go to you like, oh, what's up? What you doing after this? Oh, let's go chill. All right, we chilling for 5-6 hours. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. It's already 9 o'clock. It's sleeping. Fall asleep on like, oh, yeah, I went through pockets. All right, now you be going through pockets for $40 to catch a cab because they don't even want to give you that. Same. Was I wrong for that? That's wrong. But I never hurt nobody. Everybody's like, oh, we're these victims. There's no fucking victims. These were dealers and scammers. If I was to ever harm or
play the all-new Name That Movie app.
I mean, because when I was a York. If I was to ever harm or put in a situation, jail, would have cut my face, most likely. I will never forget how I set it up. The next day they went to the club, they beat her up so bad they knocked all her teeth out. Like, that's why you never want to do no crazy like this. This is the streets. This is the real nightlife. And my thing is, right? My thing is that a lot of females, because a lot of people were saying it, that I was trying to glorify that when I did that live. And I was like, I wasn't glorifying it. I was just frustrated. And I had to tell people how crazy and how desperate sometimes women can be to get where you want to go. And my thing is that when people speak about life that happens in the street, people want to judge it. People want to talk about it like, oh, I cannot believe that people do that. But there's a lot of female rappers and there's a lot of male rappers that rap about that people really do in the hood because they so desperate and they glorify it. And nobody cares. Nobody say nothing about it. People be like, oh, but they just rapping about it. It doesn't mean that it is real. All right, but you glorifying that is real life. Real life, though. Lindsay Lohan gonna ask me, who are your friends? Gangsters. Real gangsters that smack. That's who my friends is. Ask about them.
What I be telling my wife, y'all is, listen, man. Everybody behind these comments, Spanish, everybody is still doing bullshit. Everybody can say what they want to say, but a lot of people don't got the heart to put they real true story out there. That's why rappers lie.
Yes,
that's why rappers say they trapping and selling when the whole time a lot of these kids coming out, young kids, these kids they 16. So it's no way in hell you did all this shit and selling, making all this, but it sells. And that's what people want to hear.
Right, because there be a lot of rappers that be like 16, 17, 18 years old talking about, yeah, I'm trapping. And it's like, boy.
I hate the fact that I have a real resume behind me that stops opportunities for me. But it's fake. There's a lot of guys get opportunities because they don't even have that background, that really, the trail behind the music.
Right. Like, it's like, there's so many times that my husband be like telling me, like, it's like, yo, like, a lot of these be rapping about this lifestyle that they think that it's cool, trapping, robbing, and it's just like, he is trying so hard to get away from that because it's like, it just stops from getting so many deals. It's just like, you always hear like, yeah, you could dress, yeah, you have an amazing vision, but we are so scared that you are a bad example to our brand. Like, this is some real shit, and it's so crazy because a lot of rappers, they get into the game, and when they get into the game, they want to be this bad person so bad. You barely hear none of these rappers saying like, yeah, before I used to rap, I went to school, I went to this. Nah, everybody want to be a gang member, everybody want to this, everybody want to be a that, and it's like, that's some shit. It's like, I wish I had to. I wish that sometimes I went through that background.
You gotta keep talking about it, cause life
about you. Every shit that you posted on your story about me and my nigga, this fake positive shit that y'all claim y'all posted about me was a year ago. When y'all wasn't on this hate Cardi campaign, when y'all wasn't getting fucking paid to smear my fucking name and shit. So don't come with that bullshit like if I'm fucking dumb or I'm popping off my mouth for no reason. What positive shit have you posted about me or my nigga this year? Nothing at all. So stop with the shits. Or anybody that I'm associated with. All you do is try to get them dragged. So stop it, bitch. Be in the comments like, oh, why are they making documentaries about R. Kelly? Why are they making documentaries about Michael Jackson? Well, let me tell y'all why. Because y'all make people feel like it's okay to do so. Why wouldn't a white Caucasian person try to capitalize of the drama that happens in the urban and the black entertainment business when black-owned blogs capitalize off their own drama and problems? You don't see Donald Trump. You don't see Charlie Sheen shit going viral every year, every so, because they don't give a fuck anymore. Back in the day, TMZ used to report about Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, all these Caucasian celebrities, all these celebrity actors. Now all they do is post about hip-hop artists, people that's in the black entertainment business, because black blogs capitalize of black entertainers' drama. Y'all barely post positive shit about us, so why would a white blog post positive
Now, according to Derogatus, he got the underage tapes, plural tapes, in 2001 and 2002. The tapes had a date stamp of 1999 on them. Now, what's funny is if some of these so-called people that is supporting R. Kelly had done a little bit of research, they would have came across this article. Let's see. Right here. If you go back to the first trial, they subpoenaed multiple people from her family, and her sister in specific said and testified she shared hotel rooms with the alleged victim when their Christian pop tour group toured in the United States and Europe between 1998 and 2007. When her relative was a teen, she had much smaller breasts than the video's well-endowed female participant, Edwards said. Not even close. Not now either. Without the chance to grill Derogatus about the involvement, Kelly's attorney opened their defense with 3 relatives who testified they did not recognize either participant in the video. It definitely wasn't her, Shauna Edwards testified Wednesday. So she's saying during the time that this sex tape was allegedly made, they're in Europe. So how could she be in Europe and in Chicago making a sex tape? But no, they didn't like her testimony then. So it's funny, I listen to these so-called reports now saying in a turn of events she's going to testify, and all these so-called fans are eating that shit up and are trying to persuade everybody to run that fact when it's not fucking true. She cooperated the first trial. They just didn't like her cooperation. This time, they gonna try to run it the same way. But you gonna have the same problem. If you don't have the victim coming forth, how you gonna force this narrative? Everything look good on paper, but trust me, it's not. Now, everybody been talking about this legal defense fund. And it just made me stop and wonder. If I was robbing a man blind and I wanted him to stay in jail, what would I do? I would scam his fans, turn them against each other, create havoc, plant fake stories among gullible ass people trying to establish their platform on YouTube, and let this man rot in jail while everybody is distracted with the bullshit. But now we finna get to it. Since everybody's so worried about some money, I'm gonna put something on your mind, because this finna blow your minds. You okay? So y'all want to talk about some scamming? I'm going to tell you about some scamming that was going on. And it ain't had nothing to do with no damn Dana J. But it's funny, the stories I'm listening to sound like a cover-up and why people are trying to throw Dana J under the bus. But hey, y'all can believe what y'all want to believe. I know what I'm fucking looking at. And I know who I fucking talk to. At the end of the day, a certain individual who I'm going to tell you in just a second sit here and set up a way so that they could get into these little fan groups with R. Kelly, get these people that say they're fans of R. Kelly to send them money, large sums of money, send them credit cards, or I'm sorry, prepaid cards, and all this extra shit. And it was going on and being operated in these little fan groups. And then when Dana J come into the group, all of a sudden it's a fucking problem. I wonder why. You want to know why? Because there was a lot of money being sent to a certain individual that is supposed to be on behalf of R. Kelly. But the gag was these people were sending all this large sums of money to Don Russell, who had somebody else saying they were his assistant. But the thing is, some police reports have been filed, and now Mr. Don Russell finna see a little bit of action. So, time's up. While y'all planting these fake ass stories and using these gullible ass people to stir up commotion, you got the right one today, buddy. That's what y'all been doing. Sitting out here scamming people. Getting them to send you large sums of money. 1,800, 1,000, 3,000, 2,000. Who the fuck gullible enough to be sending y'all this fucking money? I don't know. But that's what the fuck was going on. When y'all was hearing, if you heard about it, there were some scamming ass pages on Instagram and all over social media asking fans for money. Guess who was behind it? Good old Don motherfucking Russell. Yes, that's right. So I'm sitting here boggled by the fact that everybody keep taking his shit and running with it when all he's doing is planting these little seeds to get himself out of motherfucking trouble. He's been an informant. He's been doing some sneaky ass shit in the past. So it's funny he wants to release Dana J's mugshot like he's fucking perfect himself. It's so funny. I be sitting here listening to these dum-dums try to take shots and think they know and the reason why I feel like some of them tried to make the channel is because they thought they were going to make a quick little coin. But guess what? When you speaking the truth, YouTube ain't finna pay you too much of shit. I'm not making no motherfucking money off no fucking YouTube. That's why I have a job. Duh.
That just doesn't make any sense that they will go on a rant and say this girl not supporting R. Kelly because she don't support the defense fund. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
See, that's why I don't listen to other people. So I'm just now, this is my first time hearing a lot of this stuff that I'm finna show y'all. And just to reveal to y'all, you need to be mindful of the fucking people you listening to. And if you don't like my content, I don't really give a fuck. I'm just doing this, trying to bring the truth to light. Despite what anybody over here talking about, ain't nobody got to shit over here. The fuck? Who do you see on my platform? You barely even see me. Make it make sense when you talk.
And people really over there buying that shit, and you can see they light switch turn on and off. When they first came on the scene, I've been watching these people for months. When they first came on the scene, they was sounding just like me. I'm like, okay, I done found a whole station where they keeping it real at. Then you could tell somebody that got to these niggas.
Hey, Randa. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, Miss D.
Showed them they dick pictures. Showed them how to molest themselves.
Wait, what? Again, this the people you fucking follow. Get the fuck out of here. And y'all tired of the confusion. Maybe if y'all stop feeding into the confusion, you won't be fucking tired of it. How about that?
Or masturbate. And then next thing you know, they over here talking about dollar for the king. They tried to do me the same fucking way.
Hey, Benel. Hey, Evelyn.
What they tried to do to me. So am I lying about that too?
Yes, bitch. Ain't nobody contacted your stupid ass for shit. Ain't nobody contacted you for shit. You contacting people trying to get your motherfucking channel up and popping. Get the motherfucking facts straight. Ooh, are you still ready to show your subscribers your face? You done got your 1,000 views, bitch. Fucking play with me. So they wanted to show Dana J's mugshot, but they ain't pulled no court documents to see what happened with that mugshot. You know, just because people get arrested don't mean they're convicted of any motherfucking thing. You feel me? So, again, I sit back and I watch shit and I peep shit and I don't say shit. But the fact that people want to come for me, oh yes, I'm sending shots today, baby. Talking about the confusion. The confusion comes from a lot of these so-called fans that want to keep pushing their narrative on the public. But how often are these fans really researching the things that they're putting out? As I said, keep in mind the people you follow and think about the things that you comment under other people's videos, because you keep talking about a lot of the drama, but I watch a lot of these people comment get a lot of the drama started. And as I said, I usually don't feed in it, but today I got time. Now, as I have told you people multiple times, I don't be trusting nobody. I do background checks on everybody, including R. Kelly. So the one thing that tipped me off was when I'm starting to see that obviously from 1999 was the beginning of people selling off his publishing and doing these UFC filings. So I find it a little ironic that these people want to sit up here and keep talking this bullshit about this defense fund. It seemed like to me it's more of a distraction to get away from the bigger picture. And that is the fact that a lot of these so-called managers have been robbing R. Kelly blind. And truth be told, if we find R. Kelly's money, there will be no need for a defense fund, right? That's the problem, right? I heard somebody get on here today talking about he has such and such coming in royalties, but guess what? She's not telling you that when the feds pick up a case such as racketeering, they seize your assets. So even if you do got money coming in, guess what, ding dongs? You can't fucking access it. So I'd like to hear their opinion on, since they talking about these royalties coming in, what good is that gonna do him? Unless it's in somebody's name, right? Let's talk about it. Now, from the minute I'm sitting here looking at this, man, I'm knowing something ain't right. Something ain't right. That's what's been telling me. And I tried to tell y'all a long time ago, but y'all didn't catch the hint. So let me break it down for you. Watch this.
Side, which is important. If no one's heard his side. What's his side? I mean, he's got to, tell everybody the truth. And you guys have been listening to one side of the story all these years, and now it's time to tell the other side.
Don, you talked to us outside court a little bit earlier today about some of the challenges he's faced in his life. You say that this is a result of bad choices, but
that's not bad choices. I mean, he's a survivor. This is a young guy. This is a guy, an older man who was at the age of 8 molested by his sister for 8 years, and who told him she would kill him if he told his mother. I mean, so you got to realize. I mean, it's your sister. Any of us have been through that? No. I mean, so you don't know what it feels like to go through that for 10 years of your life. It's in his book. He wrote the book, Solar Coaster. That's his book, and all this is in there.
So does that excuse any of the alleged behavior?
Absolutely.
What he's not telling you is that R. Kelly does not get anything off of that book. He don't tell you that.
No, it's alleged behavior, and that's because you're hearing from one side. I mean, but this is not a man who lets anybody in any of his events. This is not a man who I've ever seen go out and target some type of individual. Take my glasses off so I can see.
But you were saying he never targeted young people.
That's not him.
But to what you were saying he was young and his sister was that age. Does he feel...
His sister was 10 years older than him.
Right, a teenager. Right. But I'm saying perhaps it's the age of his alleged victim.
Right. Say it again?
But that's about the age of his alleged victim.
Yeah, I mean, so who he should be in the room with is psychiatrist, not police. I mean, and we know how the industry is. If you snort coke, they're going to put that in front of you. If you like women, they're going to put that in front of you. He doesn't card anybody coming to his events.
So the allegations are a very, very young girl.
Yeah, but these are women that, I mean, you got to think about this. Rob, you know, when you...
Wait, did he say he doesn't card people to come to his events? Hold up, let me play that again. I must be tripping. Because I know damn well. Hold on.
I mean, you know what I mean? And we know how the industry is. If you snort coke, they're going to put that in front of you. If you like women, they're going to put that in front of you. He doesn't card anybody coming to his events.
So the allegations
What? But then nobody catch that one.
are a very, very young girl.
Yeah, but these are women that, I mean, you got to think about this. Rob, you know, when you go, dyslexic, we know about his issues with his, you know, with not being properly educated and things of that nature. He wasn't going to that school because he was targeting somebody. He had a teacher, Lena McGuinn, who actually taught him how to play the piano and taught him about music and a lot of things. So he wasn't going there targeting anybody. He was going there to learn more about his craft. He's perfected his craft.
Did he have sex with 14-year-old girls?
Absolutely not. That's not what this man went into anything to do. Is he hypersexual? Now, that's a question you ask him. But that didn't stem from him being someone that...
What was the point in throwing that out there? Is he hypersexual? Isn't the average man hypersexual nowadays? What was the point in saying that?
goes out to do that. What happened to him? Absolutely not. But that didn't stem from him being someone that goes out to do that. What happened to him put him in that position. You're 8 years old. Somebody's taking advantage of you. What do you think is going to happen as a result of that?
My question is, did he have sex with 14-year-old girls
Absolutely not.
willingly or
Absolutely not. I mean, I can say that with all my... I lost my daughter. I mean, so for me to sit here and think that somebody... I'm going to be around somebody who's targeting young women, I'm not going to do that. I mean, so, you know, for the fact of the matter is, he's not the person that these women that are out here targeting men of high stature to validate themselves. That's just not who he is.
what about the videos?
I mean, the videos exist, but you think about this. Back in those days, Mike Tyson went to jail for what? Because he can prove what happened in that room, right? So he's not taping videos because he gets some off of me. He can have sex every day if he wanted to. He's R. Kelly. So you got to think about that. The only way to prove that it was consensual, maybe if then to take it. He wasn't. That's not what he chose. That's what he was advised to do on some of things. And so he's not a bad person.
According to him, ain't nobody catch that either. Allegedly, R. Kelly was advised to record himself having sex with women to prove consent, and he's comparing this to Mike Tyson.
Lots of monster everybody's portraying him to be, and you got to think about the agenda of those folks that are targeting him right now. It's two sides to the equation. Everybody's focused on him, but they're not looking at the alleged survivors.
Do you think this is extortion? Don, is that what you think?
I mean, do the research. I mean, you got Ashanti McGee. He's got 7 felonies for extortion, for bribery, for theft. Why is no rap she not in question right now? Why is she not the person that people are looking at and thinking that she may have extorted him? As some of the other cases, Johanna Pace, who's never been married, produced a marriage certificate. Why did she lie about her last name?
You brought something up about a letter or a document that came your way, asking for $50,000 or some.
Yeah, that's the latest quote-unquote victim. She sent the letter to Melvin, which was his attorney in the
That would be Heather Williams, that's in the indictment.
eviction order, asking for money before she went public with her statement. And we didn't respond to that, and as a result of that, there's now a lawsuit. If you read the lawsuit, I mean, she stated a lot of different things. You guys have greater research than I can ever do. Do the research on the accusers. I mean, that's just really what I'm saying.
You said something about R. Kelly being scared.
Wouldn't you be?
I'm asking, how's he doing? You said
Right now, you just did wrong. I love you, but I'll go and take that. That's how it is in the streets of Chicago. We don't ride with people who have just done something wrong. I mean, he's not a man that's been out here doing these things. He's R. Kelly. He has a brand that a lot of people are attracted to.
Ain't nobody catch that either. Right is wrong, but we don't ride with people that's doing this wrong. But in a sense, the way he delivered it, it was a little shade, if you ask me. Because all I keep hearing from these people from Chicago is, I'm from Chicago. He did this. He did that. Produce the fucking receipts. Please. So everybody keep asking, why isn't Chicago doing this? Why isn't Chicago doing it? Because it seemed like to me, more likely than not, a lot of them are feeding into the false narratives. But let's continue on to Don, because clearly he likes to try to stay behind the scenes for a reason. Now, I don't understand why people got all this time. They haven't checked the fact that Don Russell allegedly is the one who was threatening Tim Savage, but somehow he flipped the narrative and got this Mason guy arrested. See, it's mighty convenient when certain people want to take the credit and say they're R. Kelly's manager until legal ramifications come from their crooked ass business. So, according to this, Tim Savage was also allegedly threatened by R. Kelly's current manager, Don Russell, earlier this month. Russell accused Savage of lying about his daughter's living conditions with R. Kelly during his appearance in the recent Lifetime docuseries. Savage claimed the threat came on the morning before the series premiere. But what's funny is, why is it y'all have Henry James Mason surrendering for these threats? And it's reported by who? The Blast. The same people who reported this narrative about this jailhouse fucking lawyer that everybody was talking about. Same person that leaked this bogus marriage certificate with Aaliyah and R. Kelly, spinning the narrative. As reported by such a credible source, R. Kelly's manager surrenders on threat charge, and they run the fact that Henry Mason is the one who was arrested because Tim Savage filed this report. But why did he file the report on Mason and not the person he claims threatened him, which is Don Russell? Okay, so here go what I was looking for. So it says R. Kelly's former manager turns himself in on charges of terroristic threats. Don Russell, Kelly's present manager, is also being investigated. But again, we hadn't heard about him being arrested. I wonder why. Maybe because he's so busy out here trying to keep the focus on other people and using stupid, gullible people to do so. So this is the byproduct of why I wouldn't support that bogus ass page that was shared on my channel, the R. Kelly in Our Eyes, because if you ask me, it seems like it can be viewed as a little bit of witness intimidation. So people, I feel, are intentionally doing things like this to keep R. Kelly in jail. Period. The arrest stems from an accusation from Timothy Savage. The Savages claim Joycelyn has been brainwashed by Kelly to be part of his alleged sex cult and has rarely spoken or seen her family since 2016. Timothy claims Mason sent him threatening text messages last May, warning him not to speak publicly about Kelly or their daughter. I'm gonna do harm to you and your family when I see you. So basically what we saw playing out with the Savages and the Clarys is every time Tim Savage go do some old dramatic ass shit for the cameras, it kind of rubs Angelo the wrong way. So he basically let it be known that this man never threatened Tim Savage, yet he called the police on him. Same thing he did with R. Kelly, and people are not realizing this is his pattern. When you are not doing what he's saying, he's going to throw you under the bus and then try to trigger a response out of you so he can call the fucking police. An incident report states Russell told Timothy it would be best for him and his family if the documentary does not air. That would make a little sense to what these people are saying, that somebody was allegedly ran off the road by R. Kelly goons. I don't think that's the real story. I think all this has to do with none other than Tim Savage. He says Kelly and Russell had proof that the Savages were providing false information to Lifetime. Well, as you can see, we all have that proof, but they're not trying to push that narrative because they rather keep you all confused and out of the loop. Russell added that the information would ruin Savage, his reputation, business, and family because it would show him a liar. So that's a threat. It would show him to be a liar, so Tim Savage called the police on this man. And the person that said it ain't the one that got arrested. How is that? Oh, he got some things coming up, right? We'll see. So what's funny is if these so-called fake-ass new bloggers were actually trying to follow the truth as they try to portray, they will understand this is a game of trying to hide the crimes. And it's people out here scamming that are not being called out. And it's mighty funny. I'm watching them do a whole lot of extra calling out on Dana J. And people ain't catching what's going on. Is anybody gonna call this scammer out who's putting out she's taking money for R. Kelly? Is she the new assistant now that Don Rogers or Don Russell has burnt his bridges? See, that's what they do. Seek out these people in these motherfucking groups and start their scams. And then they want to say it's Dana J. No, bitches, it's you. Which brings me to this dude, Julius Darrington. He says, I still write about 2 to 3 songs every day. I've always written a lot of songs, but thanks to R. Kelly, I found out the secret to writing multiple songs a day, and what makes the songs the best songs is all in the approach to writing, but you never sit down and decide to write a song. You have to let the lyrics come to you in your natural environment, but you have to be ready when it comes to you. That's all I'll say. Really?
Right now in Atlanta, where they basically clean out my whole house. My living room. I want to thank all my fans for their support. And it's what happens when you get, well, let people too close to you. People you've known for 25, 30 years. This is what happens. nothing about something you can't do nothing about. But I do thank, the police department here for being quick to hop on everything and get some of my stuff back. And like I said, I thank all the fans from around the world who's been, sending out messages and everything and prayers and staying positive, keeping me positive through the whole thing. And just God bless y'all, man. One.
Have y'all ever wondered what happened to the guy who robbed R. Kelly? I feel like they came after him for a reason. And if you go down the timeline, you will realize that this robbery came after Tim Savage is saying his daughter's in a cult. And then this person who did the robbery is telling the media he claims to have been set up. But ever since, we haven't heard anything else about this robbery. And if you ask me, I think they stole some music. Because we all know that it's been said R. Kelly was working on some music. And at some point in time, in between then and now, somebody done came across a lot of his music. And now that's why my antennas are looking at this Julius character, talking about how inspired and shit he is now. Maybe you inspired because you want to use the music that you want muted so bad. Y'all want to mute R. Kelly so bad. Why? You want to steal his publishing, as you've done, and then you want to claim credit for his fucking music, if you ask me. Just my thought.
Roller coaster type of year. Up and down. Really rock with me. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the positive energy you give me. This has been a very up and down in my career.
There's been an up and down point in your career. Never mind R. Kelly.
It's been a very roller coaster type of year. You know what I'm saying? The last couple of years been a roller coaster. But right now, it's moving in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I wonder why he think he could say that. Y'all don't find it odd that this person who's had an up and down career want to take this opportunity to start releasing R. Kelly's music? If you ask me, I think they've been trying to push him to release his music this whole time. If you go back a few videos, I let you know that he was still in contract for 2 albums with Sony before he was dropped, allegedly. So my thing is, why is this Julius Darrington, why is he in such control of R. Kelly's publishing? Updated over 2 years ago. But he has a whole lot of different companies and whatnot under this. And if you go and look up R. Kelly's publishing, you will recognize he owns a quite valuable catalog, including one person that sued, remember, Barry Hankerson for his shady business practicing and selling off her publishing. And now we see where some of it lies. But why are these people working so hard to have this man publicly assassinated? Just ask yourself these questions. They want him without a defense. They want him ostracized from his fans. They want the public to continue to feed into the narrative, so they bring in the confusion. But I'm not here for it.
Breath, you telling people, oh, I'm for R. Kelly. Next breath, you telling motherfuckers, oh, you know what? Don't do this, don't do that. If y'all don't quit listening to these motherfucking ops with this bullshit. If y'all don't cut it out, all those is riding with that oppositional ass bullshit. Please don't come on my platform. Please stay the fuck over there, because y'all letting me see right now that y'all some rats too. Y'all some snake in the grass ass motherfuckers, just like that motherfucker is. Flat the fuck out. This shit right here is bullshit, and y'all fucking know the fuck it is. All that. Just cause somebody disagree with you. So who is you? The all living and all knowing? Is that what the fuck you? Who the fuck? What you trying to act like you? Who is you? Jesus? God damn it! The fuck? You sound dumb than a motherfucker. All that y'all already should have been gone with the first live when she told y'all once she got to 1,000 subscribers she'll show her motherfucking goddamn mole ass.
Hello, welcome to my page. If you subscribe, I'll give you a Shut up.
Face. Did she ever show that shit? No, the fuck she didn't.
No.
When she done told y'all lie. Keep lying to y'all motherfucking asses. Did y'all say anything? Did y'all do anything? Nah, y'all was over there praising motherfucking Mary Madeline with her bullshit.
Yes.
Y'all, if y'all don't cut this bullshit the fuck on out, for real. Then this motherfucker on there telling, I heard that dumbass shit last night telling motherfuckers, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, y'all should march up and all go and call the legislator. What the fuck is that gonna do? What? Get this motherfucking damn case more negative attention, and then what? Blow your black ass up. Right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all falling for that bullshit. Then you had fake ass motherfuckers calling in on your punk ass live with all them lying and shit. Oh yeah, I gave $4,000. I gave this kind of money. I gave up that. If you gave up all that goddamn money through Cash App, PayPal, or any of that shit, but you got a receipt on your motherfucking phone. Why you ain't produced that bullshit? Lying ass motherfuckers. But see, people fall.
They ain't produced that shit because it would implicate the person who's really behind it. Don Russell, goddammit. They don't want to talk about the facts. They just want to sit here and keep putting out these false ass narratives and wonder why don't nobody fucks with them. That's why.
For that bullshit. And another thing, like I told somebody the fuck else, you don't think Faith Evans, all them motherfuckers is part of surviving R. Kelly, you don't think they put somebody on our team to act like they for R. Kelly? Oh yeah, I'm for R. Kelly. But then one breath, you know what I'm saying? You know what? I would do this here if I was y'all. I'd tell them this, I'd do that. One breath. You some of every goddamn thing. You a doctor, you a lawyer, you a motherfucking medical person. You goddamn it, you all over. You got so many motherfucking jobs. I don't even understand how the fuck you taking care of so-called kids.
What?
One minute you driving, next minute you ain't driving, next minute you pulling out shit, pulling out receipts. As if it don't take all that shit to defend no goddamn body. Is you watch?
Stop.
Crazy. Bipolar motherfucker. Is you serious? Is you fucking serious? One motherfucking thing, what you not about to do is keep on playing these motherfucking childlike ass games. Hello? That's what the fuck you ain't gonna do. Okay? Keep on coming for motherfuckers in your mother. See, that's why you ain't showing your black ass motherfucking face, because you know it's a ass whooping, a can of ass whooping that can happen any motherfucking time.
Yes.
At any time. Then you sitting up here with all this here old oppositional ass bullshit telling motherfuckers, oh yeah, you know what, I wouldn't support the defense fund if I was you. I wouldn't support. It's a fucking defense fund. It's a defense fund for R. Kelly. Why are you telling his supporters that bullshit? You know what I'm saying?
Same person sitting over here talking about Greenberg said this. Well, run tell this. Greenberg also said if he don't get his money, he gonna get R. Kelly a public defender at the end of the fucking day. But ain't nobody talking about that shit. What you fail to realize is this case could go on for however, we don't know. We saw the last trial was like 6 years. Do you think they paid up Greenberg for 6 years or any long period of time? I fucking doubt it, considering they have successfully depleted this man's funds. Be realistic.
But like I said, y'all don't think Tim Savage and Angelo Cleary, y'all don't think they got people on this side of the fence acting like they for R. Kelly? You don't think so? You better do your better think again. What? Okay? It's a reason why a motherfucker ain't showing their face. It's a reason why they got props and all that bullshit set up. It's a reason for all of that. Then they want to sound so intellectual in one breath, then the next breath you sound like a goddamn 13-year-old. You know what I'm saying? You got too many voices for me. The fuck wrong with you? One minute you sounding like you know, oh yes, because I'm, oh I know, one minute you an educator, Next minute you a goddamn doctor. Next minute from there, then you a paralegal. Then the next minute from that you a messy ass motherfucker.
Messy.
The fuck on out of here. Don't nobody change faces like that but the devil. Okay? Then you quoting scriptures. I thought your motherfucking ass was a goddamn evangelist.
What?
You know what I'm saying? You want to quote so many you better quit playing with God like that for God tie your ass up and then all them goddamn lies you tell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But see, this is how people blow their channels up with all this here bullshit, all this beefing and shit like that. This how motherfuckers get their channel blown the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? It's a good strategy, using strategy to do dumb shit.
Let's think about it. Who came in talking about, ooh, I'm a big strategist. Ooh, I strategize. That's what I do. Y'all not peeping motherfucking game. But I am. The fuck?
This shit is fucking ridiculous. But what you not about to do, though, you sure ain't about to be speaking, saying no negative shit about no goddamn prima donna. That's what the fuck you ain't about to be doing.
Not today.
Flat the fuck out. Because everybody coming for that ass then. And I'm starting this. I'm going to pull this shit the fuck off. Me, prima donna, every motherfucking body the fuck else. You can go sit your maggot, mole, motherfucking lion, conniving, slithering, snake, crawling motherfucking ass down some goddamn where.
Yeah.
Flat out. And
bitch.
Don't bring no knife to no motherfucking gunfight.
Yeah.
Sis.
Yeah.
Fake ass motherfucker. And bitch, figure out what day you want your birthday to be on, because I'm so motherfucking sick and tired of that shit. One day is this day. You so bitch, please. You jumped on everybody motherfucking ticket so quick. Yep. That's what let me know then. That's why I told you. Bitch, damn, I thought your birthday was the same day as prima donna. You ain't know which, you know what I'm saying? They done put a battery in your bag. You might be working with Tasha K. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, there's so many motherfuckers that I could put you with. It's a few motherfuckers I could put your phony ass with. You's a fake ass, fraudulent ass motherfucker, wannabe ass, lying ass motherfucker. That's what you is. A lying ass hoe.
Yeah.
I know. Then one breath, you so sophisticated, you so this and you so that. 1 minute, and then here's a real killer. This is why y'all gotta be watchful for the.
So shout out to my girl Sky. Like, that what y'all fail to realize is us out here that are really supporting R. Kelly. We ain't fucking beefing with nobody. Y'all go check out her video because she had a lot to say and it's so motherfucking funny. But as I said, let me show you. We are a united front around here. Good, bad, or indifferent on how we feel about each other's opinion. We respect each other. But what we not gonna do is sit by and let some simple ass bitch come in and throw off everything that we're trying to fucking accomplish. That's what we not gonna do. The fuck?
I know, for real phases. So you really gonna fall for what Hollywood Next tell you? I'm walking, y'all, so forgive the noise. You really gonna believe everything she say, all these things? And I know you ain't falling for it. I know you ain't falling for what Hollywood Next is saying. Okay, let me tell everybody right now that I don't fall for anything that easily. When I posted the video, I didn't come out saying, oh, Hollywood Next, you are so right. You are so right. I believe you. What I said was, what she was talking about, I had heard that earlier. I'm going to do my research on it and see what's going on. And I'm going to go live. And I said, shout out to Hollywood Next. I was on her platform, right? So it wasn't that I was falling for what Hollywood Next was saying. It wasn't that. It's not that, for fact, that I believe everything anybody said. My PR lady, Anna Johnson, shout out to Anna. We put our heads together. We go do some thorough investigation. She does the investigation to the core. We put it together and we put the news out. And what we do is we take, we might listen to other channels and see what they're talking about to see if what we got coincides with what they say. Try to get what we can to the best of our ability to the truth.
And that's what real people who take what they do serious. They don't just jump on the first thing they see and start talking out their motherfucking ass, offending people they don't fucking know, throwing out speculations, slandering people's character just because they feel like nobody's supporting them, because nobody wants to support clown shit.
Wasn't as though what Hollywood Next was saying was Bible. It was just that I had heard that too, so let me go research it. I have nothing against Hollywood Next, period. But On the flip side of that, I have to address this. I woke up not only with those in my DM, but also I saw something where Hollywood Next put something out that said if you, not in the exact words, but if you support prima donna, don't come to my channel. So I have to respectfully remove myself from coming to Hollywood Next channel, not because I have beef with her, because I don't have beef with not one soul, but because that's what she asked, and you have to respect people's platforms. Because I rocks with prima donna to the core. I just said yesterday that I don't ever see any malice or any prima donna's name in any mess, but her commentary she brings it, and it's fire. And so I will always support that. And so yes, just so it's clear, I support prima donna. I rocks with her. I like her commentary. I like her page. Hollywood Next, I like your page. I like some of your commentary that you bring. I don't have any issues with you, but I will respect your wish. I go watch anybody's page that comes up that talks about anything that has to do with R. Kelly to see if it's anything I'm missing, to see if it's anything that what I have could compare to what they have, to know, to confirm anything. So I watch a lot of pages.
And that's what these people get confused. They sit around and they get envious and forget. Don't let this internet shit get you fucked up, especially dealing with me.
Everybody wanna be rich, everybody wanna be this. If us, you all hate me, bitch. Bring my problems, like suck my dick. All that talking, I'm calling it out. Public opinions from every account. You not a check, then you gotta bounce. I get the drip, I get it now. They do anything for clout, do anything for clout. Bitches is mad, bitches is trash. Ask for the crowd, see me win, they gotta hurt. Ouch, ouch. So when they see me, what they gonna do? Bitch, not from the couch, back. Do anything for clout.
So in short, when you come for me, make sure I fucking send for you. Because I don't play no motherfucking games. You could ask me for any information you want to know, because 9 times out of 10 is some videos I have yet to put out that somebody else I would gladly give the information to so they could put out. But what you're not going to do is fucking disrespect me on this motherfucking internet and then act like I'm going to just continue to sit back and not say nothing. Now, let me go ahead and apologize for incorporating the little drama in with the message I wanted to give today, but it's real short and simple. Stop feeding into these people who are clearly doing things that are counterproductive to the mission. We need people out here getting petitions together, meeting with DJs that are going to push the agenda to open up the community feedback and start talking about these constitutional violations that we're seeing with R. Kelly. We need proactive people speaking out for R. Kelly, not all these negative ass people that just want to voice their opinion. So, with that being said, my message is clear. Let's stop feeding into the things that are destroying R. Kelly and the reason why I feel he's still being held in jail, because of the ignorance that is being displayed on the fucking internet. The way it is being portrayed that R. Kelly is intimidating witnesses, when really it's these people trying to cover up their stealing, their extortion, their money laundering, all the shit they're doing. So, with that being said, if you really support R. Kelly, I hope you continue to support R. Kelly and not let the negativity disturb you. Because guess what? I'm getting back to what I do and focus on the facts. But I just had to let it be known, I don't play those games. I do not play those games. I support everybody that's rocking on this truth train. But I ain't got nothing to say to no negative Nancy. Have a good night.